Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Platinum, yay! So how's everybody doing? Today is August 3rd. By the way, the reason that I'm recording these so far ahead is because I'm going to a comic expo. It's not a comic expo, it's an anime expo in Edmonton. Actually at the time that this video is going up, so I think this is going up on the Saturday, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe the Sunday, maybe the Monday, I have no idea. And yeah, I will be at that expo then, so that's why I'm recording this so far in advance. That, and I just want to play the game. Huh, you're still a pretty new trainer, aren't you? Oh god, an old man is approaching me in a cave. I need an adult. I need an adult. Oh, you're just giving me an HM. Okay, that's fine, I guess. So yeah, that contains Rock Smash, which is a garbage move. So in between videos, I went off screen and I caught a Bidouche. It's because it's a bisexual. I don't know what an impish nature does, but it's the god Bidouche. It's amazing. It's almost all sixes. Actually, that's probably not that bad for stats. But also, I leveled up Tertiary once off screen just because I accidentally killed a Bidouche. And I never explained that it has a brave nature. Now, that's actually a really good nature for Turtwig because it raises attack and decreases speed, and its speed kind of sucks anyways, so I mean it's not really a big deal that it loses speed, but it does get extra attack, which is really good. So it's got 30 attack at level 14, and in the last episode I wasn't sure if this thing leveled up at level 14 or 16 or 18. It's level 18. It's kind of funny because for starter Pokemon, if your Pokemon evolves at level 18, odds are it's probably gonna evolve again at like level 30 or 32. And I don't know why they do this, but like it seems that like the second form of the Pokemon, if it evolves late, is like a really short form. It's like 12 levels, and I'm pretty sure for most Pokemon that you usually spend the least amount of time having it in its second form if it's like a 3-form evolution tree like all of the starter Pokemon are. I'd really like them to make a starter that only has like one evolution that's not Pikachu. Because, I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, I realize that, like, I respect the fact that they chose Pikachu to be the mascot of Pokemon Yellow, but at the same time, it's like, it doesn't really do much for me. Mostly because it's kind of a shitty Pokemon, and you can't evolve it. I don't think you can evolve it in that game, which is really crappy. Mind you, I've never played enough of Pokemon Yellow to actually find out if you can evolve Pikachu. I know in the anime Ash never evolves as Pikachu because that would be blasphemous. And I also don't know why they didn't make their mascot Pokemon number 1. They made it number 25, which is kind of weird. And they also made it an extremely rare Pokemon to catch in the first generation. Like, they made it like their mascot too. I don't know if Razor Leaf is going to do more than Return. It probably will, but I don't know, I just didn't feel like using it in the last video on the normal types that I was fighting. Let's just use Tackle, because why the hell not? I still never checked to see how much attack power Tackle has, by the way. But we are almost out of this cave, believe it or not. Because believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beat. I need to make an answering machine message like that. Except my name isn't one syllable like George. Oh, hey, it's some dude who's not on cocaine. Howdy, trainer. Huh? Uh-oh, you don't have a single gym badge? You better do something about that. I'll take you to Pokemon Gym. And we get a nice calming walk by this fellow to the Pokemon Gym. Oh god, it's you. Huh? There's someone there. Well then, I'll probably talk to you. How do you even say that? Oh, it's you, Kev Dog. You finally got here? You're slow like always. But anyways, the gym leader's tough, like seriously serious. If this gym leader is this tough, I wonder how he compares to my dad. Huh? I just drifted there. Anyway, the gym leader's gone off to the coal mine. If you want to take on the gym leader, you better go to the mine. So, you're just going to stand there and wait for me to get the gym leader back. Great. And then you're going to beat me to actually beating the gym leader. Just like Gen 1. Like in Gen 1, every single gym you go to, it would be like trainers who have defeated this gym leader. And Gary or like Blue or whatever the hell you named your rival will always be on there. And motherfucking Gary Oak, everybody knows, is the only guy who can get 10 badges when there's only 8. Because apparently in the Pokemon anime at one point it flashes to his thing, like his badge container, and he has 10 badges, which I don't really know what's the deal with that. And right here is where we're going to catch our new Pokemon. I was really hoping that that was going to be it, because that would have been way more climactic than just not actually running into it there. But on this route is where we catch our next Pokemon team member. So yeah, I'm just gonna wander around here until you find it. Basically, you find Zubat here, you can find Machop here, you can find Ponyta here, and those are pretty much the only noteworthy Pokemon. And this is the thing that I want to catch. Yay! It's a horsey! Oh my god, I always wanted a pony! This is Ponyta. It is a pure fire type. It does not evolve until level 40. Now people might be thinking, oh, why are you catching this thing? You must be retarded. Well, I'm catching this thing because, first of all, it was the last member on my team that I found out what I wanted to use. And second of all, like, I went through my team and I went through every single type, or like every single like major Pokemon that you fight in the game, and I literally had something for everything. And Ponyta was like the one Pokemon like that I really just didn't need. So this is a temp nickname. As always, nickname suggestions are always welcome. But currently, I'm just gonna nickname it Snugglez. Now, you might ask yourself, hey, why are you standing in a different spot? Why is it several minutes later? And also, why do you have two Ponytas named Snugglez? Well, funny story. The first one that I caught had a really shitty nature, that this one has the exact same nature, so that wasn't really helpful. But the other one had the ability Runaway, and just Flash Fire is so much better. Runaway is pretty useless when it comes to actually battling. I'm not going to worry about the nature too much, but they both had sassy nature, which isn't very good. It raises special defense and decreases speed, which is kind of crappy for Ponyta, because special defense is not really something that you care about that much, and speed is something you do care about quite a bit with a Pokemon that's supposed to be fast like Ponyta. But anyways, release the Kraken! And by that I mean release the Ponyta. Bye-bye, Ponyta. Bye-bye. I'll miss you, Snugglez. I should have named the second one Snugglez too, just to be as confusing as humanly possible. But whatever, it's not a big deal. We have the righteous Ponyta that we deserve, which is going to be... Why the fuck is Bidoosh at the front of the party? Get to the back where you belong, bitch! It sounded really cruel. I'm so sorry, Bidoosh. Please don't get PTSD or something like that. Now there's a lot of items hidden around this town, and actually that was one that I didn't even know was there, and I meant to hit right and then hit A, but okay. That's cool, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of items like hidden around this town, which I will get later, but, well, I guess I could go over here and see if there's anything, because I think there's something if you talk to this dude. There's no question, this is hard. There's no question, this is hard. You know what you do? You gotta get a tape recorder, and you gotta, like, just listen back to everything you say. That's just what you gotta do. All of the characters in this game, there's so many sex jokes you can make with basically everything that all of the NPCs say in this game. Now, there's a bunch of rock types in this area. There's Geodude, there's Onix, there's Zubat, and there's probably some other stuff. But I don't really care about any of that stuff, because most of those Pokemon are garbage. I mean, Zubat itself is kind of garbage, but Crobat is fucking awesome, so yeah. But, yeah, I think you can catch Machop here too, but I'm not 100% sure. Again, I don't really care that much, because I'm not going to get one anyways. But there was one time in particular I remember wandering around, like, this area down here for, like, 2 or 3 hours trying to find an Onix, only to find out that Onix kind of sucks. And that was the first thing I ran into in here. What are the odds? Like seriously, what are the odds? Somebody please calculate them for me. That would be very nice, actually. It's probably like 10%, because Onix doesn't seem like it would be that rare in like a rock place. I'm just gonna kill this thing to show you how much experience these things actually give you, because they give you more than they probably should. So let's Razor Leaf the crap out of this mofo here, and just go on with our day, and then I will be happy once I go on with my day after killing this Onyx. Hooray, we killed you! Holy crap, 108 experience. Why the hell am I singing the song of victory from Final Fantasy? Okay, so there's actually like some trainers down here, which is why I'm like talking to people. It's some pretty decent training before the gym, and I like to think of these almost as gym trainers because these guys have rock types and the gym is rock type, and this is like in the town of the gym. So I should probably switch Snugglez out here. Snugglez is going to be kind of useless for this part of the game. Snugglez isn't really going to get any use until, well, at least after the first gym, because the first gym is rock type, and you're just going to have a bad time if you go in with the fire type and expect to kick ass in a rock type gym. I mean, there's one Pokemon that it might be able to do like a decent amount of damage to, but it's still going to be not very effective. So yeah, you're just going to have a bad time. Now, aren't you something? Oh yeah, I am. I'm the guy who will kick your ass, and I will probably become Pokemon champion one day. Too many wild Pokemon in this area. There's so many, and I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go the other way. This is really sad that I have to do this early on in the game, but I'm so glad that I have a repel. There is the gym leader. God damn it. Yeah, I didn't really think about that, but it doesn't really work for the repel if the first Pokemon in your party is like level 7 and all the Pokemon are at least level 7. Fallen boulders need to be smashed so they're out of the way. If you could get the badge from the gym in town, you'd be able to do this too. Of course, you'd have to beat the gym leader first. That'd be me. And you just... Not even a bye? Not even a, like, there's some advice, kid, get going or something like that? You just walk away after that? I thought that was like a moment that we had there, dude, and you up and leave on me. What are you doing, man? What are you doing to me? God damn it. I probably should put Snugglez in this battle, but I probably won't because it's kind of tedious, and there's not really a point. I could just train Snugglez off screen, too. I'm kind of glad that I caught a new Snugglez that was 2 levels higher and had a new ability, though. Sorry about having to catch 2 of those things, but editing magic made it seem like I barely did, and made like a good bye-bye birdie thing going on there. Goodbye, my horsey. Goodbye. Why didn't I say that? I don't think I said that. I feel really retarded right now. Razor Leaf the crap out of everything. There we go. Why didn't... I probably could have stuck in Snugglez there. See... I seem to remember getting the EXP share pretty early on in this game, but I don't think it's that early. And, I mean, the EXP share is good and all, but, like, it's kind of annoying to have it on when you're, like, actually legitimately trying to train stuff, because it basically neuters the amount of experience that the Pokemon up front gets. Hooray, Repel's effect wore off. I'll just meet you outside the cave, because it's the same trip back. The light, it burns even though it's nighttime. See, I find very, very early on that, like, in this game in particular, that wild Pokemon are no longer worth your time to kill. I mean, in Gen 3, I sort of feel like they're worth killing up until around the time that you get the 3rd badge, but this one, I mean, I already feel like wild Pokemon are not worth my time to go and kill. And I don't really know why I just sort of feel like that. Probably because there's a lot of them in this generation, it feels like. Let's go to the gym, shall we? I'm gonna switch Snugglez up front because Snugglez could use some experience, and Turtree doesn't really need that much at this point. I don't know. So let's go in and battle. You avoided the long way around. Let's see why you do that. Gee, maybe because I want the experience. I had to wait an awkwardly long time for him to actually, like, go and say anything. See, that amount of a pause, like, between me, like, not saying anything and, like, quoting his line in this gym, like, that is the point where I feel like a pause is, like, awkwardly long, and I don't think it actually is. I just sort of feel like it is, and that's probably why I say, all the time. I'll be, like, saying a sentence or something like that, and I'll just go, and that'll be my break in between, like, saying several things. And I don't know, that's a public speaking thing too. is you'll be so terrified of like the silence in between like every word that you'll go and say all the time, and that is sort of like the thing. And right now I'm making a conscious effort to not say and it feels really, really awkward. I don't know, it's just a public speaking thing for me. And I don't have any problem public speaking. I just say all the time. And apparently that ruins your credibility. I don't know why, but that's just like, people say that, and I've never seen a public speaker go and say all the time, like every third word or anything like that. And I've never thought like, oh, this person isn't credible because they're saying repeatedly. I've literally never thought that in my entire life. And like, I don't know where that comes from. Also, people say that like a handshake is like a really, really good way to make a first impression. But unless your handshake is like pitifully bad, like unless you're just like limp dick, essentially, for your arm, then I don't really think anything when I shake someone's hand other than like, yeah, I'm shaking their hand, like hello. That's pretty much all I really think. It's like I don't really have any lack of respect for somebody who has like a handshake where they don't squeeze the crap out of my arm. Like that's all I'm saying. And that's one thing that like in a job interview, like I asked one of my former bosses one time, like, why did you hire me? Oh, because you have a good handshake. It's like, that's a stupid reason to hire somebody for having a good handshake. Like that seems like garbage to me. But whatever, I don't know, I've never hired anybody, so what do I know? I'm just some kid. And yes, I've ranted about this before, but it's like, it's so stupid that people like write people off for like, oh, you're just a kid, you don't have any experience, your opinion is invalid, and like everything that you think is completely wrong. It's like, that is one of the dumbest things to think. Welcome, this is the Oreburgh Pokemon Gym. I'm Rourke, the gym leader. I'm but one trainer who decided to walk proudly with rock-type Pokemon. As the gym leader, I need to see your potential as a trainer, and I'll need to see the toughness of the Pokemon that battle with you. Oh god, I forgot to look up his movesets. I feel like an idiot. Here, I'll be one sec. Actually, watch this epic animation, because it's far more epic in this generation than the last. You're challenged by Leader Rourke, and he sent out a Geodude. Here, one sec. Okay, so if anybody's curious, yes, his Pokemon are exactly the same between Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. So you don't really have to worry too much. But this Geodude here knows Rock Throw and Stealth Rock. Not the greatest moveset on a Pokemon, especially when he doesn't use Stealth Rock, which is actually good for me, because I wanted to switch Snugglez back in for, like, his other Pokemon. That Rock Throw actually did a surprising amount of damage, but whatever. I'm not too worried about this gym. This guy's actually pretty easy. Yay, Snugglez leveled up again. Yay, so happy. Oh, he's so snuggly. I don't remember if I actually said why I nicknamed him Snugglez. So basically, in Gen 1, there was the dude who ran the Pokemon fan club, and essentially, like, he professed in this big, long, ranty story about how he loved to, like, sleep with his Rapidash, and it got really, really weird really fast. So, yeah, that's why I named him Snugglez, because, like, that guy is, like, I don't know, it's just a snuggly Pokemon. That's what I think it is. Like, that's what I think of when I think of Ponyta. And I was actually gonna name it Fire Horse as opposed to, like, Thunder Horse, like that Death Clock song from Guitar Hero 2. That song's awesome, by the way, except it's actually kind of garbage. It's one of those songs that's, like, so bad that it's good. But yeah, anyways, the Onix knew Rock Throw, Screech, and Stealth Rock, which I think it used one of those moves on me, I'm not too sure. And this thing, Cranidos, knows Headbutt, Pursuit, and Leer. Now, Cranidos is an interesting Pokemon because most rock types have really, really high defense. This thing does not. This thing is kind of garbage defense. And as you can see there, like, I just one-shotted it with Razor Leaf, but it did a lot of damage with Headbutt. Cranidos evolves into Rampardos, which actually has the highest attack stat in this game, I believe. I'm not entirely sure if maybe Deoxys Attack might have a higher attack stat. I'm definitely going to get rid of Withdraw for Curse, because Curse is a good move. If you don't know what it does, for Ghost types, it'll reduce your HP by half, and then it'll like curse the other Pokemon, and it'll do a quarter of their health per turn in damage that they stay in. But for any other type, it'll raise your attack and defense, but lower your speed. This is embarrassing. Oh, who hasn't said that after a first date? I went and lost to a trainer who didn't have a single gym badge. Well, you are the first gym leader, so that's sort of what you're supposed to do. But that's tough. You were strong and I was weak. That's all there is. According to the Pokemon League rules, I have to give you our gym badge since you've beaten me, the leader. Here's your official Pokemon League Coal badge. And yay, we don't even get to see it. I'm so happy. I'm gonna have to edit the thing on the side twice in this video. Having that Coal badge means your Pokemon can now use the hidden move Rock Smash outside of battle. You should also take this, too. Hooray. Holy crap, my recording's at 32 minutes. I should probably wrap this up. It contains Stealth Rocks. A surprisingly good move, trust me. And I don't know who I'm gonna teach that to, but anyways, I'm gonna end the video there. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.